What's going on, people? What's going on? How y'all doing? How you doing? Welcome to Lush Exchange, and we have it a little different tonight because we are missing one of our co-hosts. She may try, but she needs to, she had a family emergency again, and she couldn't join us right about now. So let's keep Miss Nikki V in your prayers. Definitely hope everything is fine right there. That's definitely most important right now. Take care of family. So, hopefully everything is good with her and her, her emergency and everything. And then she'll keep us updated, but keep her in our prayers. So, but let's go ahead and go into the show because this is going to be a good one, people. This is definitely going to be a good one. And she got her cup today. So she's ready. She's ready. So let me go ahead and introduce who I am in case everybody don't know it. I see everybody's piling in already. How y'all doing, people? Go ahead and put some in the chat. Let me know you're there. I want to see your faces. So I am Miss Maggie T.
I'm Miss A to B.
Miss A to B. And who's below me? Mad Mike.
Oh, we can't hear you. Okay.
They already trying to censor me. I said I was going to behave.
Okay, I was wondering. We were just hearing you. I don't know what happened. So
I am Michael Anthony. No. I'm not Mad Mike today. I'm Michael Anthony Linson today. Okay.
Woo!
I was told I need to behave, so I am Michael Anthony Linson today.
All right, Michael Anthony. Okay. And who's right next to him?
Oh, you talking to me. And today I'm just going by Kev. That's what I do.
Okay, Kev. Okay.
Kev. Like I said, the hair wrap look like I sell bean pies today, so we good.
Hey, Facebook user, unfortunately, if you're from the group, we don't know who you are. So just let us know. Put a little name in the chat so we can shout you out. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. But let's get to it in case you didn't know. Miss A to B is from Mom First Alwayz with a Z, as well as a part of Lush Exchange. So she is always peeping her head in here every now and then. So y'all going to see her a lot more often, as well as check her out, all her awesome interviews she has over there. With that. So she'll probably promote herself towards the end, but I'm just honored to have her here all the time.
You are so sweet.
So appreciate you, people. How you doing, Krishlyn?
Hello, Chrissy.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Chrissy.
How you doing, Chrissy? How you doing?
And thanks for tuning in. So now we don't got the intros out. Let's get into this Lush buzz. And it's going to end up being an extended Lush buzz because boy, oh boy. And I should have had a picture. Wait a minute. I should have had a picture about this person. 1 minute, people.
Can I say it one time? Since this is Lush buzz?
Yeah.
Woo child.
Lord have mercy. Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those episodes because Lord.
Oh, God. No, I mean, honestly, in all sincerity, it's, I don't know, this girl, you were more passionate about it. I'm gonna let you go in it.
Okay, I wanted to get this picture up in case some people don't even know the face that we're talking about. I want to do that, but come on in here, people. Drop your comments. You already know what I'm about to start off with, so you know it, people. Yeah, we got the picture. Okay, so today we are talking about this fool here. Mr. Relationship Guru, somebody that for some reason everybody follow him. I think he has like over 1 million followers on Instagram. He has a YouTube channel. He's selling books on relationship advice, people. He's giving what not to do, how men act, just heavy on the advice of how to have a successful relationship, etc., etc. Now, he preaches this to the gospel often, yet, he just portrays that he's a perfect man, perfect gentleman, husband, all that good stuff. But it has been exposed that this man, if people don't know, has pretty much exposed for cheating on his wife. Now, and from what I'm hearing, it's multiple. Now, it's one that came out, but I think it's a little bit more to the story. But of course, I don't follow all of this, so I'm not going to get in here and lying about it. I just know what's recently occurring since the month of March, that somebody pretty much came out and said they had a whole, that's right, a whole fraud. That's right. Had a whole affair where, according to this story, and I'm going to read it, he basically he actually had this relationship with this lady and even invited her to his home where they actually had relations in the bed that him and his wife share, according to some of these reports here, that then he basically just, at first he denied it, they said, and they spent the whole summer of 2020 together, but he claimed that him and his wife were separated at the time. So which one is it? At first he was saying he never cheated. Then he comes back, I guess she comes out and exposes it. He's saying that they were separated at the time. So no foul, right? When they're separated. But according to the lady that kind of came out and said that she saw that the lady was packing back boxes, so she assumed that to be true. So it's like a lot of different stories going on with this situation. And yeah, he's been cheating 13 out of the 14 years. So that's kind of the briefing of it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this little picture off because I'm tired of looking at him. But yeah, that's what happened. So basically, he's false. He's false. And apparently it's so many people that were very taken aback about it because they really invested in his advice about relationships. So I'm hush. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and get into it and give me your thoughts on everything. And I'm gonna be watching the chat and see what everybody got to say about this. But please share this content while y'all here. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Well, let's get his age right. How old is he? I thought it was 31 from what I checked, but I'm reading one of the comments that he's 42. So
is it?
I
honestly couldn't. Let me see. Let me look it up. I don't know.
Yeah, I looked it up and it said 31. So
it said 31.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of it's a very touchy topic because relationships, I personally think there's two things in a relationship that I believe you're not supposed to, and through experience, you're not supposed to share. And I'm going to say it. It's who you fucking and who you feeding.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And what you do in your bedroom and what flows in and out of your bank account is nobody else's business. That's number one. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. This man is making money off of lying about what's going on in his relationship. He set up this whole fraud. He's a con artist, as far as I'm concerned. Here you are running around making it seem like you live this perfect life, which is impossible. Nobody is perfect. You do this, and meanwhile, here you are preaching one thing, and another minute you lying to everyone, including your poor wife. Honestly, I guess that's why I'm a little more sensitive as to what to say, because his wife really didn't look like she was mentally all there. You understand what I'm saying? No. She's a puppet right now, and you got to be careful with that. That's why I need to I think that's the reason why I'm kind of toning it down when it comes down to him, because at the end of the day, I think about her and where she is. When she hears all these things about him and her, it's crazy.
And Chrissy, I don't know if I think he was just somebody that just wanted to go live one day. I think they said he was just kind of basing it off from what I'm seeing, that he based it off something that he lost somebody in his high school sweetheart or somebody in college or something like that. Let me go back to it. But they basically just wanted to tell his story about how he lost her. And I guess he built that off of, let me give some relationship advice and what not to do and how to do it. It's pretty much what was going on. So I don't think he was professionally, he didn't go anywhere to get any type of license or anything to do this type of thing. Let me go back. Here it goes right here. After they reconciled okay, here you go. After he started a blog about the missteps he made that led him to lose his college sweetheart, they reconciled. The couple started a family together, and he has made it a priority to share their relationship online. He's written several relationship advice books and post videos encouraging men to step up and treat women right. So no, he's not a professional.
Okay.
Fellas,
Just let me know when my turn. That's
it's your turn. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm trying not to hog it, so go ahead.
I'll say this. I don't believe that there's a perfect image or a perfect way to say anything or try to give to any type of advice, because I don't believe in perfection anyway in any type of relationship. Like, people are gonna make mistakes, so I'm not gonna judge him for cheating. I'm not gonna judge him for making mistakes. I make mistakes. We've all made mistakes. Where I do draw the line and makes me really want to, I said I wasn't gonna be mad, Mike, but what makes me want to get physical with him is why are you going? You gotta live the life that you portray. Like, I'm a big advocate. If you're gonna give people advice, you know what I'm saying? Like, live the life that you're giving out. Like, if you're gonna give someone if you're gonna give someone advice, at least be past that point. Like, for me, for example, if I'm going to give someone advice as far as like business advice, I'm going to be past that point before I start trying to give you advice or relationship advice or whatnot. Don't still be living that life and then, you're saying that this person's a crap, because I've seen his video. His videos are pretty vile against a lot of men. And you're living that life. You're living that same life that you're portraying. Like, you're going in on these dudes in his videos. He's going crazy on these dudes. And you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You're doing the exact same thing. That's why I have the problem. So you have to be past that point if you're going to be giving anyone advice. That's where I draw the line.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Is my mic better, y'all? I was getting a lot of feedback.
It is better. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what was going on. I guess it was me. So I apologize. If it comes back, let me know. But go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry. I just had to check something.
No, he said. I'm waiting for Kev.
Waiting for Kev's response on this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that beeping sound was his ass trying to goddamn take over this shit. Okay, from the situation so Amy said something about cheating 13 out of 14 years, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Wow.
So this is why I have to give the side eye on the wife. Now, before I get to that point, this dude look like he the Dirty Mac champion of the United States of America.
He does.
Like I get nothing but low self-esteem when I see this when I just saw that picture right there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I can go a lot worse than than that now. I can go a lot worse because
okay.
I just recently just saw the video like right before we got on the show, and I had to analyze on how the apology was.
Yeah.
it kind of leads to what we was talking about last week, Maggie, about the whole transaction thing. It's almost like she traded her dignity for the lifestyle that he gave her.
Right. That's exactly why she's complicit to all of this.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I'm saying, guess what? Neither one of them want to work.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, we got to figure this out. You know what I mean? We got to do what we got to do. See, unfortunately, you know where they messed up? When she came out with a bonnet.
It ain't the bonnet thing wasn't even the issue.
Nail salon, let's get your nails done, let's get your hair done, let's
come on and look right.
And then we gonna fake it, let's fake it good.
Exactly.
Terrible job. And trying
come on there and be like, folks rip like, wait a minute, why the hell did he cheat on her? Because she looks good.
She looks like she was just, scraping the floors. You know what I'm saying? Before he came and got her, scrubbing toilets. Like, yo, and he looking like $1 million, popping lint off of him, looking good.
Holding hands. They holding hands.
Oh, but did you see that grip? Did you see that grip on his hand? On her hand?
He had the G.I. Joe grip on her hand, like
and he was like,
I'm at to say it right. I said I wasn't gonna cut like that, but he was like, "Bitch, don't you say nothing now."
Yeah,
that's what he was looking like.
Yeah, it was like this. It was like this. So how do you feel about it?
Because you notice he'll start her sentences for her. So yeah, we were separated, right?
We were separated, right? Yeah.
I know it.
That's it. And then she went into cursing too. She was like, and then when you anyway, like, I'm sorry, master, I'm sorry.
Exactly. So So basically what it looked like to me was somebody with low self-esteem attracted to somebody with lower self-esteem.
Oh,
yeah, wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because like I see, like, from looking at the video, like I said, I've seen a couple of his videos. He bashed the hell out of dudes. Like I said, he bashed dudes so much it almost seemed like he was in a relationship with dudes the way he was bashing them. He does look like he kind of looked like he dabbled in the bussy side of the game, but we just gonna leave it at that. But but like I said, if you look at it's
he froze.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ada.
No, I mean I was pausing there. He looked cool like that though.
See, they won't let me continue.
My freezes be like this.
That's better, yeah.
I know you be picking in your nose. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Nah, but in reality, like I said, you could see it. It wasn't sincere.
Yeah.
He definitely, like I said, because I seen a couple of his videos, and like I said, you can already tell he was a farce, because if you notice, he only did his videos in the car. So it could have been one of two reasons. It could have been he wasn't trying to get a skillet upside his head by his woman, or he must have just came from a woman's house throwing it down on another woman.
Sit outside the woman's house, okay?
Exactly.
Probably in her driveway.
Exactly.
He working though.
Let's be honest. And you hit it when you said that the whole self-esteem thing. Like, honestly, like Chrissy even said, when I first started, I asked how old is he? Because for me, he's too young to be talking all that stuff. He don't know what he's talking about. He's still behind the ears. He's still trying to figure things out himself. I personally think that a man really reaches his maturity, and I'll tell you, for hormonal reasons as well. The estrogen levels in a man, for a man to really catch up with a woman, the estrogen levels have to rise a little bit for him to understand the sensitivity of a woman. A woman is very delicate, and a man can really key in and really give his all in a relationship after like 35 plus, I think, because I'm older. I've, experience taught me that. So for him to be 31 years old, you really think I'm gonna be listening to that boy? I'm like,
exactly.
Sit your ass down and listen to me.
Exactly. And I want to get into what Desmond Capel said, and it's going into what I wanted to hit on as well. He got to live his truth, man. If he would have been upfront and speaking from a place of testimony, people would have respected him for coming from a place of growth. And that's what we do here at Lush Exchange. We don't just be giving you advice and motivational speeches and everything else. If we're not living, if we haven't lived that, how can you guide somebody and tell somebody what to do if you haven't lived it or you're perfect?
Well, that's how you and I collaborated. You could smell phony a mile away. You know, like, you know, as far as, listen to me, I've always been from day one. I told you, my marriage, I have a 19-year marriage, and you best believe we've been through some shit. All right.
Absolutely.
And I'm not ashamed of that. It is what it is. I dealt with it however I dealt with it. Ain't nobody's business. Nobody's coming over here paying my mortgage. Nobody's paying my car insurance. Nobody is. Now it's up to a woman. Like, so that's just it. We can talk all day until we turn blue. But honestly, until that girl realizes what she can tolerate, what she can't tolerate, she ain't going nowhere. You know why she ain't going nowhere? Because for some reason he got in her head that she needs him. She needs him.
She does show a dependency. She does look like she just still know anything outside of that life. Right, you know,
and I never like talking private about my relationship, but I'm gonna kick it with you. When my son was younger and I dealt with some things with him seeking therapy and so forth from home, I didn't feel comfortable going out in the workforce as we originally planned. So I had to like really, really put on my boots and really kick some ass in my relationship and say, hell no, I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it ain't gonna happen. No, okay, I'll do without because I know it's a sacrifice for us. It's a sacrifice for us. I get that. And, you know, along the process, of course, other shit goes on too, right? The personal things about me staying home. I wasn't really happy, but I knew I had to do it for my kid, and I knew it was temporary. That's why when I come on these shows and they're like, "Oh, you're doing interview?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am," because I put my time in. I sacrificed my time. I put my time in. My son is good. He don't need me right now, other than really to buy him stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I thank God for that. I thank God for our health and our happiness. But that's work. That's work that I put into it. Never once am I going to sit there and perpetrate that my life was perfect. And I can't stand when I see people do that. Yeah. I hate when I see these stupid ass, phony ass pictures with these people act like, yeah, my life is perfect and look at me. And they only take good pictures. So why the fucked up pictures when you don't feel
exactly. Putting on makeup, you know, you're not smiling happy. You in a bad mood. Y'all don't just argued in the living room, you know.
Don't be lying to people. People know what's up. People know what's up. And this guy, everybody knows, like, honestly, we're trying to figure out who the hell following him. It ain't me. Is it you, Ken?
That's a big question.
I don't take advice from people like that.
I don't get
apparently millions of people.
So obviously we got something wrong.
You know what? That's where I want to go with. That's exactly where I want to go with this. It's because I believe personally a lot of our issues today comes from, you know, what Kevin was talking about, insecurities. Like, we're so insecure with ourselves that we're willing to listen to bullshit that other people are spouting. Like, even if
going into our next that's pretty much you leading into what we're going to talk about.
Go ahead and introduce it.
No, you already said it. Why it's not best to take advice from social media relationship coaches. And no, actually, I'm sorry. That's going to be the next one after that. I'm sorry. So we already kind of went into this. We'll go into that. So why we shouldn't, we already kind of hit on it. So I'm going to skip on over to why do people choose to stay with a cheater and addressing insecurity. So I kind of, since we're into that and we've kind of already talked about the first one, let's get into that. So,
and I'll be the first one to tell you, when my husband and I, we were together, I came out of divorce. He was out of divorce. Yes, we dealt with a lot of things. We both dealt with a lot of issues. We had to sit on the sofa for lots of hours. We spent a lot of time. But, you know, he's taller than me. I spent a lot of time on furniture telling him, no. You know, I had to do that. And it was a lot of times that he had to be strong with me. You know, I'm a person that comes from PTSD. So there was times a lot of people didn't see that. And I didn't show that. But there was a lot of times my husband picked me up and took care of me on my dark times. And that's where my loyalty comes for him. Seriously. And we've been there, done that. But my point is that when it comes to insecurities, I think we all have that. We all have that. But when it comes to manipulating your partner, the person you're supposed to love and be with, to manipulate them just so that way it can work out for you. Well, what about that person? What about that person? You know, like that poor girl, like you can't put some nice clothes on her. God damn.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's what, and then the way she, you know, because I'm gonna say this from experience. I definitely dealt with my own insecurities because my first long-term relationship I was in, I had to be a certain size. I had to look a certain way. I had to act a certain way. I had to be, you know, something outside of who I really truly was. And that affected me because of the fact that I had to watch what I say, you know, how I reacted and things like that. So I saw in her eyes a woman that was scared and terrified.
Yeah.
You notice she held her head down a little bit. Her body language, her whole body language showed that you're forcing me to do this shit. She was probably in there in the kitchen doing some shit, and he was like, "Hey, let's get on camera and do this shit because you need to tell everybody you're all right."
Yeah.
But he didn't even bother to get her together because he wanted to shine more than her, actually. And he wants a reason to say, this is the reason why I cheated on her, because she looks this way.
I'm gonna say, hold on 1 second. I gotta say this. I did something I've with. And like I said, I've been in a relationship where you're verbally abusive. That guy is verbally abusive to her behind closed doors. He tells her, "You're not worth crap. Do what I say." That she had the look of somebody who has been verbally abused. She did not want to say anything. She did not want to get out of pocket because she used to him blowing up behind closed doors. That's the reason why she's doing everything because I've been there. I've been there myself. I've been called stupid. I've been called like you're not gonna be without me. I heard that before. I saw that same look in her eyes. That's the reason why she's still there, because like Kevin said, she does not believe in herself. She has very low self-esteem. That's why she didn't want to move. That's why she didn't want to speak. Look, a woman, you know when a woman is fed up, when she give you that look in her eyes, she's like,
you know what? Let me tell you something. Maggie and I, well, Kev, I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you off. You wanted to say something.
I was gonna say something like if he's gonna step out, you are doing a disservice to the game if you can't keep your hoe's mouth shut. I'm going down that route, but I always have to throw a little stupid stuff in there right then. But for real though, you could tell. Like I said, the one thing I look at the eyes. They always say the eyes is the window to the soul.
Afraid. She is terrified.
He probably done slapped the hell out of her before that interview came up.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But
so breaking point, right? So I wrote a post on Facebook, and it was basically a woman's tolerance, right? Back to that. So when a man tells you, right, we're talking about, so there's a married man who he's married and he's dealing with other women, right? What's the first thing they usually say? I'm not happy home. Me and her, we good, we good, but we got differences. There's something wrong. It's not wrong. She don't do this, and they'll run down. She don't do this. She don't do that. She don't do this. She don't do that. And what kills me is that the women who listen to that and believe that BS, But you know, and you know what? The thing is that he's probably right. She used to do that shit for him when she realized that it wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, hell no. You know what? Here come a bill. Man, fuck his credit. I ain't watching.
There you go.
I ain't cooking shit. I ain't cooking shit.
Oh, not the credit.
That's a breaking point for her. When she don't care, when she don't give a damn, she don't care. Trust and believe that woman is mourning. That woman is not right, thinking about her next chess move. You best believe that. She, you know, let's not underestimate her now.
Oh yeah.
She's probably playing that game too. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't want to go out and work. Back to that. He don't want to work. She don't want to work for both of their own reasons. And she's trying to figure out how to get out of that. You best believe that. Because you know what? This is pressure on anybody. This is pressure. Here he is listening to social media, and now he's going on like a third person, like a fucking Looney Tune. Yeah, well, I was thinking about Derrick. What you think, Derrick? What you think? What?
And you know what? I want to add something to that.
Wait, what? Whoa.
Yes. Well, yeah, let me elaborate. Let me elaborate on that. Yes, he responded to his video of him and his wife in third person. Yes.
He's trying. So he tried to be like The Rock on that damn thing.
No, he was trying to be him about him and his relationship.
Yes. You know that live show that he did that you saw? He actually in his car puts the video on the side and watches himself, and then he analyzes himself in that video.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it in one word. He's a buster. That's really what he is.
Let me I'm gonna find the video because I shared it to Nikki. It's a Facebook. Let me find it. And actually. Go to his page, Derrick Jaxn. Let me go find his Facebook.
But he did that, I was just like, there's definitely something off with this dude.
And I wanted to add to that because he's smart too. Because guess what? He's gonna get a whole bunch of more hoes. How about that? It's gonna be more women at his doorstep because now he made his wife look like she is nothing. She didn't look like anything. So they're gonna be like, you know what? I see why you cheated on her. What's up?
You know what?
Y'all think about that?
So
absolutely.
Absolutely. I don't mean to interrupt nobody, but so my question would be is what would be the reaction if she's getting pogo stick by another dude?
Ooh.
What would be her reaction?
What would be his reaction?
Because like I said, we're going to put a little game in here right here. Like I said, and I hate to put the brothers out here because I've seen it. You can cheat with a whole bunch of women, but if your woman, your down piece get drilled by another guy, it's going to crush his world.
Absolutely.
And by looking at this guy look like he can't handle nothing. He can't handle no criticism. I'm gonna be honest with you. He looked like he can't handle no criticism.
Yeah, because the way he came out with all these videos to defend himself, you know he was bothered by everybody's reaction.
Very sensitive.
You know what? Let me tell you something about that. She needs to go find a cleaning job. She needs to go work in a dry cleaner. She needs to go to the supermarket. She needs to be a cashier. She needs to do something. She needs to make her money. She needs to make some money. Get out that house. She needs some therapy. You know what I'm saying? And not his coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like she needs to walk away from there. She needs some fresh perspectives. She said she separated from him. I separated from him. And then these women were talking about describing her bedroom. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
See.
And that's one thing. Don't come in my fucking house that we share and fuck in my house for one thing. I don't care what you do, but where I used to lay my head, if I'm laying there or not, that's the ultimate disrespect.
Let me tell you something. There are people out here who live alternate lifestyles, and there are people who have, more than one person in a bedroom, right? Right? They threesomes and all that stuff. But you know what? These are consenting adults. Mm-hmm. When you run around, I still feel as though when you run around cheating on your partner and they don't know about the other person you're having sexual encounters with, that's another level. And it's still disrespectful So how your sexual partner should know everyone you're having sex with. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're living that alternate lifestyle, right? Everybody should know what's going on and what's going down. Now, if you run around and you like, if you have an open relationship and you still creeping and dipping out and doing something else, it's still the same. It's still the same thing. You're being disrespectful. You're being disloyal. I don't know what they got going on, to be totally honest with you. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, this is the reality. This is the life where we are now seeing that's being exposed. So it's like, you know, so it's kind of hard. It's not fair to say, oh, man and woman in the household, because, you know, nowadays it's man, women. You know, it's like it's multifaceted when it comes down to relationships. But my point is with her, the fact is that he was unfaithful to her and he lied to her the whole time. And she had no clue. She thought it was only her. Meanwhile, he's still going out being disrespectful and having sex with all these women that she has no clue about. And she has to find out through magazines and articles. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know how like embarrassing that is for her? I can only imagine how she feels.
Be honest with you, I think she knew.
Yeah, she did. She said, I think in the video, but I think she just did that. She claimed that she knew about all the allegations. So nothing that comes out according to her will be a surprise to her.
That just, like I said, then that's, you might as well just call it one big orgy. That's all it really is. I think where the social aspect of it now is people want the monogamous status, but they want to live the poly status.
Right. And my thing is this: just live a poly status, so that way everybody knows what's up. It's not right and it's not fair. You don't understand what I'm saying?
I think he took the post down, people, because I went on his page. I can't find it anymore.
Well, hell no, he can't keep that shit up.
Go ahead, Mike.
I honestly just think, man, I'm taking another route on this. I just think I honestly think it's a lot of our fault. We give these guys too much power. We give these guys all these attention for quote unquote speaking facts on Twitter and Instagram and all these on Facebook. We give these all this clout, and we don't really look at their background. We don't do our research on these guys. Like, why is he like every time you turn around, it's like he's having this conversation, but you never see his wife. You never see him with a kid. You never see him with his girlfriend or whomever. He's always in his car talking about it, and nobody's asking questions. But everybody's like, oh, he's speaking facts. Oh, she's speaking facts and all this type of stuff. It's our fault. We give these people way too much clout and attention. We're not looking deep into the situation.
Right. You're right.
That's
why, like, that's why I personally, I think that's the reason why, like, when I first put myself out there, I made sure I knew, like, people know me, I know them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's important because people need to see that. They need to see that, okay, yeah, they're not full of shit. You know what I mean? I think that's, you know, that is very important. And I think what happens, like you said, some people just blow up overnight. And like, you don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? You hanging out to people you don't know. Get to know them first. Be a slow reactor. You know, watch them from afar and see what they all about before you dive in. And they really don't, because it's all about like, okay, oh, this person went in, I'm a follow. Such and such went in, I'm a follow. And everybody's following everybody, but really, like, who's the leader? Did anybody pay attention to who we leading? Who's leading? Or, you know, and look at this guy, you know.
And there's Brian Jones, that's a self-worth and self-esteem. And actually, I did a video this morning about self-worth.
Yeah, definitely.
A motivational video on Lush Exchange about self-worth. So go check that out. And it just said he messed with her mind so much she don't know what to do or how to react to any of this when he cheated on, you know. Yeah. She's just just a zombie. Like, yeah. Okay, you did it before. I promise, baby, I ain't gonna do this again. But let's go ahead and make this money, though. Okay, I'm cool with that.
Absolutely. I mean, I personally think I talked to a lot of experienced women about this, and you know, and I have two guys here. That's why I'm a little hesitant to say this. But, you know,
they're cool.
It's very hard. It's very hard.
I don't give a damn. Shit. Let it out.
No, you know why? Because I just don't want to be unfair. That's all. And I think that there's a lot of this.
Oh, she found it. She found the video. I hope that is okay. I hope that's the video, Jesse. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord.
You know, I just think that what is the percentage of men actually being faithful?
I honestly, my honest opinion is about 30%, probably lower than 30%. Most men are absolute dogs.
That's a fair assessment, right? You don't want to say 10. You know what I'm saying? But
I think it's about 30%. I can say that 30% of men are actually being faithful.
Yeah, because not everybody's like that. Like some people have actually been raised to not, like with self-esteem, and some people say, you know what, I'm single. I'm gonna do me. See, I give respect to those guys who don't make a commitment and who are out there being a player. I say, get your Mac on. Do you? Because you're not making a commitment to anyone. And that's what I'm talking about. People want honesty. A woman will accept a man if he's just honest. And then she'll go tiptoe in and she'll try. But you know what? At the end of the day, if it don't work out, she could be like, oh, well, I tried. He warned me. You know what I'm saying? He warned me. It'll hurt her. Because, you know, every woman was like, he's saying that until he have me. Once he have me, that's it. It's over. And then when they realize, like, you know what I'm saying? She done cook. She done do everything. She put it down on him, everything. And then he'll be like, all right, I'm going to go home now. She's like, damn. You know, but he told you. But he told you. Because when he settled down, he's going to settle down. And when he does, you know who's a perfect example? George Clooney. George Clooney was a player from the Himalaya. He had all types of women and all that. And the day that he decided to get married, now he don't care how he look. He got 2 twins. It's all about his wife. He does philanthropy. He's doing his thing. You know? What is that for?
Oh, no, player from the Himalaya.
I know I'm probably using some old-fashioned terms. My bad.
Oh, no, you good. But I think where I was going to get into this one is more so, I think where the issue is people don't want to do the work themselves as far as figuring out how they want to attack relationships. So they look at these social media influencers as people that's going to do that, going to have the manual for them already. Like, oh, I just need to read this. Okay, that's all I need to do. Instead of going out there and doing the trial and error, like, okay, this dude ain't shit, or this girl, this not my type. Let me keep on going through the process until I find my one. But people want instant gratification now, so they're going to look at people like, okay, this is what not to look for, this is what I look. But that one person may tell you that's not what to look for. But at the same time, that thing that he said or what she said might be the partner. You might be skipping out on partners that may be good for you because they have that one quality they said not to look for. Or that she said not to look for.
Yeah.
People just crazy.
It's a hit or miss, right? It's a hit or miss out there dating. And it's, you know, it's really your choice. Like, you know, you got to really go with your heart and soul and your gut. You know,
there's no blueprint.
Yeah, you got, you know, it's like you think it's all perfect, and then, you know, you can wait 5 years, right? There's people they wait 5. Oh, I'm gonna wait for that perfect time. They wait 5 years to get married, and then they divorce in like 5 months flat.
Absolutely.
How the hell did that happen? It happened. You know?
Maggie, what you got on there?
I mean, basically, it's really, to me, you really, no one can tell you how to operate your life. Nobody. I don't care. I mean, there's all kinds of self-help, all this, but notice it's so many with different perspectives because it's different people's opinions. Different, unless you're licensed to do this. this is just basically what you feel and how you know, so it's going to be different ways of doing something. But truly, there is no true way of how to find a perfect person, how to build a perfect relationship, how to work through your relationship. What might work? Let's say they say, talk to somebody, sit down and talk to each other. What if y'all can't sit down long enough to talk because you're damn in each other's face, about to be at each other's throats?
Sometimes you need that time, that separation, that time. You know what? I feel as though like a man who really loves you is gonna stick it out, and they're gonna work with you. If he thinks you're worth it, he's gonna compromise and work around that to be with you and to, you know, ride it out with you. He's gonna do that. But you know what? That's how I feel. I feel like this: if you ain't fighting for me, then you're not worth being next to me. If we're not going to fight for stuff, you understand what I'm saying? Because you're going to do something and whatever. And if you ain't calling me, looking for me, if you ain't trying to prove to me, if you fucked up, and I'm sorry if I keep cursing, but honestly, this whole topic really
don't say it's okay. Fly it out the window, and I wanted to get to Jennifer's comment when you're done.
So forgive me, but honestly, if you mess up in a relationship, it's your job to make sure that you fix it. Fix your part. And you know what? As a woman, you fight with makeup and you fight with nails and you fight with.
I'm telling you, you come on there looking like you know you are a snack. That's how you looking like a snack on camera.
You don't look like you homeless and shit.
She gotta come in there with the ties. She gotta come in with the sundress. She gotta come in there with the hair and makeup so she can pull somebody else.
You know what? I'm gonna skip over to Manda's comment right here. Definitely, this going to what you just said. Let me say this: the way that she had this woman up there with a button on and her head shows how he didn't cover her, and you know, basically, you're not gonna let nobody step out like that if she's supposed to be representing you. So I absolutely agree with Teacher Red. You know, like you gotta, I don't care. You don't need to look like what you're going through. How about that?
Right.
Absolutely. And I wanted to get to Jennifer's comment too, because she said something crazy.
You said what you do when you put yourself out there, you showing other women that you can take them. And listen, maybe she wants him. Yeah, somebody come rescue me. Snatch this dude up. Get him out of my hair. Maybe she
blink twice if you
know what I'm saying. Maybe she didn't want to dress up because she didn't think he was worth it. You know?
Go ahead, K-Style. What you got to say? Or Kevin. Sorry, Kevin.
Or maybe he didn't want her to dress up because he knew that if he dressed up, she was gonna get a lot of attention.
Hell yeah!
Boy.
And another thing I would say,
if somebody else came to scoop her up,
is that because, like I said, she's a very attractive looking woman. If she would have been dressed up,
her wedding dress, her wedding photo, she is pretty. She is very pretty.
I've seen a lot of pictures of her. She is gorgeous.
She is pretty. So like to see that, I think it was a shot. Well, I don't follow her, but if I did follow her and then I saw that, I'd be like, damn, what happened? Honestly, she's really thrown in the fire. She's really, unfortunately, in the crossfires of all this because people are really seeing that he ain't shit.
And you know what? And I wanted to get into what Jennifer Crenshaw had to say. I didn't mean to skip over it, but she may be doing that because many religious women value their worth based on if they have a man or not. So for her, she may have been winning just because she can say she is a wife. And some people do. They rather not break up just to say, I have a husband.
Yeah. Like I have a car, I have a house, I have a ring. It's status, status. It's all about title and status. I mean, listen, the politicians been doing this for years. A person who's homosexual who run around with his wife and then talk about, I'll be back. I gotta stay in DC. Meanwhile, he with his boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. That's the way. And it's I feel like those are old-fashioned days. I feel like people need to wake up. You don't need to always have somebody on your arm to look good. You should feel good about yourself. Why you need to have somebody camouflaging how you feel? Like, put yourself out there. Hey, listen, guess what? I'm not with anybody. Okay.
And they could have been smart with it though, to be honest, because like you said, they were so-called separated. They could have spent this shit. She could have been looking like an Amazon. You know what I'm saying? And now she's going to tell her story about how he cheated, and and she's looking good. She's presenting herself. Now she's a brand. If you be smart with it.
Well, why did
she just do the Will and Jada? Why didn't they just do Will and Jada?
Just find the neighbor that down the street that's willing to pay you about $60 and fuck the shit out of him and call it a day.
That would
$40 for the good time, $20 for the Uber. Whatever. You do whatever. God damn it.
Okay, bye.
Because don't tell me I kicked off.
My thing is, why you just do the Will and Jada? That's it. Just do Will. They had an open relationship, and they look. We don't know. We don't know if Will and Jada really have an open relationship. But it's like, come on,
it's nobody's business.
My thing is, I know it's nobody's business, but he could have spent. They spent it into something that made them money and got them attention.
You got a second. Will made his money from acting, from his art, from rapping, from acting. He worked. That was something totally different. She made her money through acting, through working. You know what I'm saying? This dude we're talking about right now is making his money by fooling us.
Oh yeah,
that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
That is the difference. He's talking about relationships. Meanwhile, his relationship is all jacked up. He can't even keep it in his pants.
Yeah.
But yet you running around trying to tell people what to do. You telling people Will and Jada ain't telling you what to do. You know what I'm saying? They ain't. You, on the other hand, Mr. Derrick Jaxn, really need to have some growing up to do. And listen, I don't know if he's listening, and he probably don't even care about me, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. Who cares?
He's probably crying. He's probably crying in front of people right now.
This is how I really feel about him. You're young. And I don't want your business to fall down to there's people who once people discover that you're full of crap, and then your revenue goes down, and you gotta be, hello, welcome to McDonald's, how can I help you? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be real with yourself. You gotta be real with yourself. And I think you're a narcissist. I think you need therapy.
Oh yeah.
Just learning it from Shawty Sparks, Pegasus. I mean, you have all the signs of that. You're not fooling nobody. You're making yourself look foolish, because now you're insulting us. Think that we're that dumb. Get it together.
And to top that off, he finished his third-person video of him reacting to his own video with the link to make sure you buy my book.
Well, that's what they were saying. Right? Article speaks that he was going to try to do a book. They were going to try to brand her for her to write a book, but meanwhile, he's really the ghostwriter, right? So he's really trying to spin this. He really is trying to spin this, and I don't know who he's honestly. I don't understand who's. I don't know who's out there.
It's gonna be some fool. You can lead some sheep now.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
So trust and believe. He's gonna spin that. You know what? This is my story about what happened. Boom, boom, boom. Now y'all know it's the real me. This is reason why I went through this, and trust and believe. It's gonna be a spin-off to this.
Well, there's nothing I can say about that. That's like blasphemy to the end. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, that's how I feel about. Okay, I hate to turn this topic off, but this is how I feel about a lot of pastors and preachers and all that stuff. They say one thing and then they out doing another thing.
I done seen it.
Well, there's one person who told me that they were in New York City and they shared a cab. Back in the day when we lived in a pandemic world, they shared a cab with this one person, and it happened to be that person was a pastor, and this pastor was going to his boyfriend's house. You understand what I'm saying? Supposedly on a business trip. It happens all the time. And that's just it. And that's the reason why I think Christy brought it up. Is people really need to open their minds up. And what did she say? I forgot the quote about the polygamy. The polygamy relationships. there's a lot of people who are opening their minds to this whole polygamy world because of stuff like this. Because at the end of the day, when you go out and you have sex with someone, you're liable to bring something back home to me.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to be something that I can't get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to live like that? Who wants to live like that? So listen, let's be honest.
Let's be honest, be consensual. Let's be open about it.
I mean, I'm just saying these are conversations that are I think a lot of people are being a little more open-minded because this whole infidelity thing is getting old, personally. Oh, he cheated. Oh, he cheated again. Oh, he cheated again. Oh, it's just like, you know, I think that I mean this is what I hear, and it makes sense to me.
Damn, boy, she just hit a gem on that one. Right?
True.
Because
I'm open-minded to anything. You know, I feel like honestly, I feel like sometimes I'm walking around like an alien in this world, and I just wish that we could just get over gender inequalities. I wish we could get over race inequalities. I wish we could get over all of that. Mm-hmm. I wish I could just wake up one day and like we live like Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like it doesn't matter how you look or who you are, and let's just like roll together. You know?
Who jumping on?
Hey, Nikki. Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
How big girl doing?
They've got her pain under control, so she's feeling a little bit better, and they've got some fluid pumping into her.
Give her a few seconds.
Huh?
Mike, be quiet.
Oh, I thought he was saying something, but yeah, she's feeling a little bit better. They're about to redo her ultrasound because they're thinking it possibly might be her gallbladder.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, people live without gallbladders. Worst case scenario, people live without gallbladders all day long. So just, I mean, I like
if it's gotta go, it's gotta go.
Yeah.
Did you want to say something? I know you just was begging and itching to get on here and just kind of get into this.
I'm so mad. So what topic are we on right now? What did I walk into?
We just been, it ain't even been in order. We just really going in on this dude, basically.
All over the place.
Yeah.
All over the place, like Mr.
All over the place. Hey.
We're just talking about him just manipulating people, and we're talking about people that we're back into that who live a false life, and like preachers and people like that just really ain't about that life, you know, for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know a lot of them kind.
Yeah.
Have we talked about the wife yet?
Yeah,
we did. You go ahead. Go ahead.
We didn't hear what you had to say. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Okay. According to her, the live was her idea, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Why on earth would you get on that camera? And a lot more of me, and blah blah blah. I'm assuming it's so that she can help sell whatever it is her husband is still trying to sell.
Mm-hmm.
But baby girl, you can't sell shit looking like that, and you can't sell shit if you don't believe the own words that are coming out of your own mouth.
That's the
This
right.
and Jesus.
Oh crap!
Oh no! They was right about the bill. So I'm just saying that.
Relationship, I felt like I had to be trade. We're here. You know what I'm saying? So you want me about that shit. I'm not gonna be like, hey, what's going on? Everything is great. And then as soon as the camera comes off, I'm like, fuck you. I'm gonna let you know. I'm going to curse this. I'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna be like, hey, people, with all these pictures and I know she's had, because if you follow a certain pattern with this happy-go-lucky business, and what, him and his wife was great. As a matter of fact, Hillary Clinton, there was a case where their neighbor, stop trying to put that, have to put the dishes up for
today, and that's the only time this nigga do anything. Excuse me. Let me wash my mouth. Excuse me.
Oh Lord.
Only time that he's doing something for you, and you just, he's so lovely, and he did everything and all this and putting up all this extravagant stuff. But that's the only time a year that he does that.
You know what? Absolutely. You know what? I personally think, and this is my truth. I feel as though I'm not a religious person. I always say that. But I believe I am spiritual. I do believe in God. I do believe I have my own relationship with God. And I do believe it ain't none of your business. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that whatever I got to walk with, whatever I got, and I decide, like for me, my biggest thing is not dealing with my father. You know what I'm saying? I buried him. Personally, I can say this publicly. I buried him. I had to save me. Mm-hmm. I had to make a choice. Was it him or me? Was it my childhood and my childhood pain, or me and my future with my family? And I had to say, okay, I had to do that. Now, that when you read the 10 Commandments, they say, "Thou shalt respect thy mother and thy father," right? Mm-hmm. That's a consequence. That's a consequence that I know I'm going to have to take with me, and I might have to deal with that in the afterlife, wherever I'm going. And you know what? I'm willing to do that. But I'm owning that. You know what I'm saying? And I think what happens with a lot of people is they run around, oh, I don't want nobody thinking that. Oh, I love my father. Oh, I love this person. Oh, this and that, blah, blah. And meanwhile, you know darn well in your heart, so you can't hide that. You can sit there and lie to 1,001 people. When you go to sleep at night, you know what's up.
Yeah. You
got to look at yourself in the mirror when you wake up every morning.
That's why I don't deal with a lot of my family as well. Like, you know, we blood now, but I ain't got to mess with you. I'm sorry. You know, that's just what it is.
Right. I mean,
we don't have to talk.
Like, I personally think that at this point in my life, I feel like this is who I am. We could be here. We cool. You know where I'm standing. You know where I'm coming from. And if you still want to link up with me, you still want to contact me, you still want to deal with me, that's great. And I'm going to accept you. You accept me, I'm going to accept you too. Because that's how it goes. Whether you're a friend, a family, a stranger, you accept me as I am. That's why that term I always use, I am who I is. It's meaning today I'm telling you one thing, and tomorrow I could have experienced something else. And that's going to change depending on the conditions and everything I go through. And with him, I feel as though everybody has a chance, has a fair shot to get their act together. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh my God, that's it, he's ruined forever. I just think that in what he's doing right now, I don't think it's working. I hope he wakes up and realizes that what he's doing is wrong and he's hurting his wife. And let me tell you something, karma's a motherfucker that'll come back and bite you in the ass.
Anybody know if they have kids or not?
Yeah, they have kids. From what I know, I don't know how many, but I know it was a child in the background on the live video they had.
Shit! Oh my God!
That makes it even worse.
And it sounded like a young child at that. It was like a daddy.
Yeah, and that could be the reason, and that's another reason why she's probably, like I said, let's not underestimate her. It could be a reason where she knows she's not ready. She's not ready to fight her good fight. Mm-hmm. That's, all I'm saying is with him, he needs to pick a different profession and he needs to figure out what he's gonna do, because obviously it ain't working.
Or apologize for misleading people.
But Nikki's right. They are gonna try that. They are gonna try that. Oh, I'm a born again Christian, and we're gonna do this right, and they're gonna. Yeah, I believe, because that's the only way, right?
That's the only way.
Repenting. That's the only way that you're gonna be able to get through it, is by trying to pretend like you this other thing, Mr. Kirk Franklin. Nobody curses that well and act like they don't curse every day. Don't give me that. That dude's cursing every single day. He's doing like I personally never liked Kirk Franklin. So I'm like, what is it like? This whole hopping and skipping. Like, I like gospel. I like a Yolanda Adams. Like, I like soulful people. But that's just a preference of my genre. Like him, he does this whole. I never liked him, so I wasn't shocked when I heard about that.
Yeah, I mean, and come on. Just because you've been in the church and everything else, ain't nobody just you walking around and you just holier than thou,
right?
Outside of it,
yeah. Because one of your kids is gonna you're gonna get mad at one of your kids, especially when they're adults, and you gonna curse their asses out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But my thing is that just once again, you're supposed to be this leader in God. You're supposed to be this, like with us. We ain't going to church every single day acting like we something. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't like, oh yes, doing all this stuff, and then like trying to act like we about that world and we're this and we're that. And there are some good Christians out there who are really walking that life. So let's not take credit from them. Well, what bothers me is the ones that act like they are, and they're not. There are really good people out there. I meet them every single day. Like I know, like you could tell when somebody's pure. You could tell when somebody's like, wow. And I have respect for those people. And I wish I could keep. I wish I couldn't curse, but cursing is my native language. You have to understand. I grew up with a father who cursed all the time. He had a bad temper. These are learned behaviors that I had. It was learned behavior, and I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be able to.
You Puerto Rican? You Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I need to know.
Look at that happy face.
Man, she gonna. Boy, you better not go to sleep with one.
Hey, I want to try something for the last 10 minutes because I'm gonna end it in about another 10 minutes. So, I wanted to because I saw somebody in the chat that wanted to come on. So, how do y'all feel about just opening it up for just a couple of more minutes just to get somebody that wanted to come in and get a feel in?
Yeah. You can do that.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, but y'all go ahead and say y'all piece because I know we've been running our mouths for like 10 minutes. So
I'll say this, and I'll say it again. I don't believe in anybody being perfect. I don't believe in a perfect Christian. I don't believe in you going to church and try to pray a perfect way. I don't believe in trying to, reach perfection, do your best, and your best may not be the best in someone else's eyes. I just believe in truth. I am who I am. I say it all the time. I am Mad Mike. Okay. Anything and everything will come out of my mouth. Okay. Anything at any given time.
Well, we know it.
I am. That's just who I am. I can't be fake. I cannot say what's not on my heart. If it's on my heart, it's on my mind. That's who I am. That's who I am. Yeah. And that's it. Stop trying to portray this perfect image of I'm this person, I'm that person. Like you're not. There's no perfect person. There's no perfect. It's no such thing as perfection. We try to seek it, but we're not that. So that's all I'm saying, man. Stop trying to live up to a lot of these. And like I said, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's like it's our fault because we look at these people as if they're perfect. And we're really feeding their ego. We're feeding his ego by saying every day on this post, oh, amen, facts and all this type of stuff. When you don't know anything about this dude.
Let's look at it from a business end, right? Let's say we look at it from a business end. Here I am. I need somebody to do my roof. And I look it up, right? Roofing. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna look at reviews. I'm gonna search it. I'm gonna see what they have to say. I'm gonna see if it says 5-star reviews and only one fucking person to comment. I'm gonna say that's bullshit. I'm gonna look at the most views with the rate. Then you're gonna come to my house, and then I'm gonna make sure you're insured. And I'm gonna make sure all these things. I'm gonna make sure all this stuff, and then you're gonna do the job right now. That's how I feel about him with this whole relationship thing. I think somebody brought it up. They said your relationship will always be exposed when you make money from giving relationship advice. So if somebody tells me, yeah, I could do a roof, I'm doing really good. Yeah, look at my ratings, blah, blah. I ain't gonna believe none of that until I see how my roof looks. Because that's your profession. You put yourself out there. You said these are your services. So I'm gonna count on that because you said that. And that's why he irritates me. You know what I'm saying? Because he's saying one thing that he's not. Now, if he said, let me tell you something. He'd probably make money if let's say his wife get a divorce. And she's like, you know what? I can't stand you. We're going to get a divorce. This, that. And now he got a book talking about how to deal with infidelity, how to deal with he'll make money off of that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably read what he had to say. That I'll buy. I'm like, yeah, because now he ain't full shit. Yeah, he's finally coming out to telling the truth, and now he's really exposing himself. Now he's really okay. I'm gonna support you for finally coming through because people will People will when you do a turnaround, people will forgive you and give you a second chance. They would. They really would, because they see like, all right, this person's trying. But don't keep on fooling me. Don't lie to me. You know, like you have when your kid lies to you, and you got them. You caught them red-handed. You know, and then they look at you and still lie to you.
Yeah,
that's an insult. Like I caught you red-handed. You still lying to me? You got the cookie in your hand. Did you take the cookie? No, I didn't.
Crumbs all over here.
You know.
K-Style, what you got? Then we got a guest that wanted to join on. Go ahead, K-Style, get your piece, and then we'll bring on LS. And I think we're gonna end it on this note.
Nice.
I'm gonna say it like this. Rick James said it best. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I can't.
Attention is the worst drug in the world right now.
Oh yeah.
It is the worst drug ever. Like you said about keeping your relationship private. The problem is people look for validation from anybody now. And I believe that, like I said, all you're doing is bringing trouble into your relationship because, like I said, if you look at YouTube and all this stuff, the internet couples goals and stuff like that, and it's like I said, A to B said, where the videos of y'all cussing each other out?
Mm-hmm.
Where the videos of y'all not all dolled up? Where the videos of y'all just waking up? Like I said, you can portray a good image, but if you don't show the other side of the other things that goes on in these relationships, like I said, the turmoils and the heartaches and the disappointments and stuff like that, you can't teach nobody nothing. Like what they say, you fall off the horse, you got to get back on that thing. This, like I said, the way that this society is and the way that our problem is we let social media dictate our lives. We let entertainment dictate our lives. We can't do that. See, we have to get back to where we control our own narratives, our own lives.
Absolutely.
Or people like us.
Right.
Like us. It's time. See, the thing is that people used to think that what we did is tactless. Oh my God, you run around, you're saying whatever, you're cursing, you're doing this, you're doing that. Oh my God, you don't have makeup on. One day you do have makeup on. Oh my God, you don't there's no more of that. People are looking for realness and rawness.
They want real. They want raw.
They're
Absolutely.
tired. They're tired of artificial people. They're tired of people fronting. Hey, Elsie.
Yeah. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, ladies.
Hey. Hello.
Man, let me tell you something. I have been waiting on this day to happen for so long. I have been waiting. I am so happy that the exposure came through finally, because he was a toxicity to our community. Let's be real.
Yes.
And I'm gonna give y'all something. You know what I'm saying? Like me, as I was growing up, my mother was a beautician, so I was around a lot of women. You get what I'm saying? And what you take in, what you take in as a youngin', you kind of roll with that. So what I used to hear all the time in the shops and everything, right, is that the constant of men ain't this, men ain't that, men ain't this, men ain't that. You get what I'm saying? And so I used to grow up thinking like, man, shoot, well, I'm gonna be one of the top 10 when I get out here. You know what I'm saying? Cause all these dudes ain't nothing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be good. But when you get out into the real world, you find out that hey, everything that you heard is not true. Like it need to be accountability on both sides. But one thing that I always noticed was how those words play off of folks' emotions. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when it come down to men chasing women, the reason why Derrick Jaxn he could easily get his platform the way it was because playing off of
Women's emotions.
feelings.
Mhm.
It's the biggest market and it's the easiest market to get into. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime that these women are really hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like they are hurt. So their hurt is built into anger. And men know this. You know what I'm saying? We are the chasers. You know what I mean? So if you look at any animal in the wild, like look how they hunt. You know what I'm saying? Especially the lion. Like look how long he takes before he even just run up and you know what I'm saying, and bite his prey. You know what I mean? So we had to study y'all in order to get y'all to say yes. We had to learn what it takes. You know what I'm saying? We had to learn everything what triggers your emotions, what makes you smile. We had to learn everything upon to what makes you mad. You get what I'm saying? So we don't go down that road. We know how to play you. And so when it's I ain't gonna lie, I'm for real. Like it's really easy to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's really easy. The first show that I seen from him, the first video I seen from him, I know there was some bull. Is when he was like, he was talking about men and women in the club. He was like, well, see, y'all fellas over there, you know what I'm saying? Instead of going over there and getting on these women and everything, y'all want to be worried about what your boy gonna say. So you chilling over there with your boys and your hard leg, you know what I'm saying? Y'all scared about and I'm like, who is worried about what another man is gonna say about me up on a woman? You know what I'm saying? And it was so stupid, but it would amaze me how many women had just listened to that. Like I got in arguments on Facebook. I was like, look, all you have to do is think. Men go to the strip club together. So the thing that we do in the strip club, what is the difference in the regular club? You know what I mean? It just amazed me at the stupid things that he used to say.
I didn't follow him, unfortunately. I don't follow people like that, so I wouldn't even know half the videos he ever had.
You're being totally honest. I appreciate that because you're 100% right. You're 100% right when it comes down to like the vulnerability. Like when a woman, when she's hurting, she's really so desperate to look for help, and here this guy comes. Like honestly, you know who started that bullshit? Steve Harvey.
Yeah. Well, we didn't even get into that. We were supposed to be Steve Harvey.
He was like, Steve Harvey making all that money doing that. Well, maybe I should just, jump on his tailcoat and do the same thing. Because didn't he start around the same time, like right after that book, when you really look at it, right?
Yeah, it's like it's that, and then you can also go back to the manipulation of our community. It's like even what it is, waiting to exhale. You know what I'm saying? Like remember, like after that movie came out. Mm-hmm. All you heard was independent this and independent that.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
You know what I'm saying? And like,
hold on, LC, I liked you for a minute though, but let's go.
hey, I'm being for real. See, I'm being for real because it's like I'm on the receiving end of the negativity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see it more. You know what I mean? Like when I explain to women, like, you know how I could have a conversation with a woman and she'll be like, well, we don't rock like this, we rock like that. And I try to tell them, like, look, listen, all women are not the same. And the first person to learn that is us. Because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, it's a difference. You know what I mean? Just like y'all, just like listen to the things that y'all were saying today. Y'all are two ladies, you know what I mean? We know y'all are good women. You know what I mean? It's a lot of women that will combat y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like they will really be like, "Oh, y'all some pick-me's." Like, look at it. Look at the women. It's a war between women.
You're right
now. Like it's becoming a real problem in our community. Like even right now, like I can't understand the logic of a lot of some of these women. Like I see the other day a girl said, I think it's gay for a dude to be smoking a hookah on camera. I said, how is it? But was it gay when he ordered it? Was it gay when or was it gay when we invented it? Because that was a man thing. And then another thing was like, if he spend more time with his friends than me, he must be gay. And I'm like, look, all of this is
well, you know what?
That's a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Men and women, we are two different species. Yes. We don't think
women
the same.
Are so worried. Honestly, women there's a lot of women who are very worried to deal with a brother who's a down low brother. There's a lot.
That's a fact.
And so women have to be a little more careful because she don't want to get caught up in all that. Now, granted, like the whole hooker thing and all that stuff, I hear what you're saying. That's just pure ignorance. You know what I'm saying? You need to go on his cookies and see who XXX. Is it men on men or is it women on men? Because honestly, if it's women on men, you're like, all right, I'm good. He's good. Because that's just the way men operate, right? Men are very sexual creatures. And back to what you're saying about even like if you're kicking it to like the animal thing, right? When it comes to animals, right? A man goes out and it depends the strongest, right? Because always one like I don't know. One Buckeye versus another Buckeye. They're going to challenge each other. Why are they going to challenge each other? Because they're going to try to figure out who's going to run that whole gang full of women. And they'll be able to have this woman, that woman, this woman, that woman. So they have to compete with each other. That's just the way it goes. Yeah. And women sense their composure. They sense how they move. They sense all that stuff to see who's strong. Like I'm really into all that. And I hear you 100%. But you know what? You're right. An insecure man will smell a strong woman and walk away because he's like, this is too much energy for me. I need a woman weak.
Oh yeah, he know. You got men that always want to be in control of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. You know what I mean? Like it's to the point to where like he don't want her to have no voice. You know what I'm saying? And it's really in some parts it's multiple things. One thing I tell women, it's never one reason a man does something. You know what I'm saying? Or a multitude of men do things. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's always bad for them to say all men do this because of this. Like it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of different reasons. You know what I mean? But ask that man or ask another man. And then you take in everything that you hear and take it in, because men, we take in what y'all say. That's how we use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of things that I don't heard women say, and I'd be like, man, I wouldn't even never know that if she never said anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so we'll use that. We take that. We use that to our advantage. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of women that I have got in the conversation with, and they be like, no, I think it's this. I'm like, bro, like I am the one with the, you get what I'm saying? Like, how are you not seeing what I'm telling you? I'm giving you facts.
Yeah.
And also the thing about
some people gonna believe what they believe. You can't tell them now. No matter what, however you gonna make them see it, that you can't really tell somebody something.
Some people they have the whole thing screwed up.
Figure it out.
They got it all messed up. Like they really do. And then they wonder why it ain't working for them. Like obviously if it ain't working, it ain't working. Now there's some women who prefer and choose to be alone. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know,
I think that's out of fear though. I think it's I think that's like in some ways it's out of fear because like it's hard. I understand like from the woman's perspective, it's hard to depict out of the group of men and who is good and who is good and who is not.
Let me tell you something about women. One thing for sure, our age. Every time, from the time we open our eyes, from the time we're born, our age. We have to make sure. Because you know what? Just like a rich man, as long as he has money, he can pull any woman. And who are you going to pull? A 20-year-old, a 30-year-old. So let me tell you something right now. You ain't going to use my time. You ain't going to use my time and then throw me to the trash. So no, I'm valuable. My time is valuable. Don't waste my time and my energy. I'm not going to sit there and invest my time, my beauty, my youth for you if all you're going to do is just throw me out to the side later on. So if you're going to be with me, I'm going to make you put some work in it too. We're going to work at this. You and I, we're going to be like wash machines. We're going to be wash machines. we're gonna mold each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
That's
it ain't
exactly
gonna
how it's
be me all washed up and you sitting there looking all pretty and clean like Mr. Derrick Jaxn, and I'm sitting there looking all raggedy. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
Not at all.
We're gonna show up. Make sure I put my best attire on.
Oh, somebody said that she just put out a video by herself. So we're gonna have to figure that, go find that.
That is a scam.
You know, they all gonna make that money.
This is a scam. This is straight up scam. When she started putting herself on video, this is just a scam.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what? And guess what? You know that video coming from, right? That video gonna be on YouTube, and that's how they get their money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all believe that video was coming because so many people was on her.
Yeah, so many people was on her. And I bet she dolled up. I bet she dolled up in that video.
Yeah. That's why I feel like it wasn't her idea in the beginning. Like, I look at him. I'm looking at her.
Setup. How about he was that smart to do that video on purpose like that, to make her look raggedy on purpose like that, knowing he's going to do a video with her looking good? How about if he did that? How about that was intentional?
Yeah,
I think it was forced because when you they know the criticism. Look, come on, he been doing this for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like he know how the public eye is. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
And she didn't want to get on camera the first time. You remember the first video, the very first video that he did?
Oh, I don't.
And
I don't follow like that.
Hey, y'all need to. That's the one you need to see. Because the first video already, and once you watch the first video and then you look at the second video with him and her, everything that he said, he had no accountability in the first video. In the first video, he said that him and the girl had sexual relations without having sex.
Oh, he did a Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, the man had dates. He said on February 6th, we split up. And he said also how they got back together. He was like, he had gave himself to God and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that they saw each other at church. And the pastor was, you know what I'm saying? That it didn't make no sense because I was like, bro, you said she moved 1,500 miles away. When did she come back to go to church? Like, come on, bro. It's a holes in your story.
Wow.
I'm talking about look at that first video.
I'm gonna go back and watch it.
All
I will.
No, he's all over the place. Instead of, you know what? Let me ask you something, LC. How about if he would have, once he was exposed and he was busted, would you have given him more respect if he just would have just said, yeah, you know what? I messed up. I lied. This is, you know, I lied to you all. You know, I need help. Like, how would you have taken that?
I wouldn't have given him no respect at all. Because
still, either way.
Because I know why you are doing this. You know what I'm saying? You are doing this to keep your business rolling. You know what I'm saying? The things that you say are outlandish. It's a lot of relationships messed up about the bull that he was putting out.
Really?
You're right. Yes, it's people that worship this man.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Are you serious? This man was all on 107.9 on everything.
See, I don't.
This man was really out there.
Like, I don't honestly. You know what? Like, you know what I try to do, and this is the truth. I always try to do that. I try not to get caught up in like. I like to just hear the facts, hear what they have to say real quick, and then I'll make an estimation about who they are, and I could tell. You know what I'm saying? But I hear what you're saying. So you follow him.
He don't even care.
You basically follow him, waiting for this day. You've been watching him for a minute, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I've been seeing him because, like when it comes down to discussion for men and women, I'm always there. You get what I'm saying? I'm always there because I am one of the most unbiased. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep it real. Like, I'm going to tell you why a dude do this or whatever, and I'm going to tell you how we see it on our end because it need to be understanding. Because the reason we are here is because people make money off of the split families within our community. It is a financial gain. If instead of having two people in one house, you got two people separated, paying for 2 different houses. You get what I'm saying? Bills and all that. That's extra money that is going out to these businesses and everything. They keep this going. It's a financial gain.
Yeah.
Big financial gain. It always has been like that for years.
Yeah. I mean, I think Wendy Williams, if it wasn't for her, her husband having a baby, they would have lived that life. They were doing that.
Oh,
She was in one house, he was another house, and it was all good. But what happened was is that he wanted to have another kid, and that's what threw everything off for her. You know.
But people, on that note, it's going down to the wire, people. I said 1 hour and 30, but we going over.
Oh wow.
It don't seem like it.
So I wanted to go ahead and wrap it up. Because I got a whole nother interview tomorrow.
Okay.
So on that note, didn't mean to cut it off, but we're gonna be going and going and going.
Okay. For sure.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So this is the after shot. So the after shot, you can just say whatever you want to say, promote yourself, any last minute thoughts or whatever. But this is where you can kind of just speak your piece a little bit about. It doesn't have to be related to what we just talked about today. But if you have a project, anything you want to bring out, this is where you promote yourself or just introduce who you are. You know, where people can find you, whatever. You know, this is that purpose of this portion of it. So appreciate everybody that's been tuning in, but we've been going in on this topic.
Okay.
So who want to start? Who want to start?
I'll start. I just want to say honesty. I mean, just be honest and true to who you are. If you be true to who you are, you're not. It's all about it. It just comes down to being true to yourself, being true to who you are, and you true to you are, man. You can prevent a lot of heartache. You can prevent a lot of mistakes. You can prevent a lot of stuff. So I think a lot of people, they try to play to an image of who this person is on TV, and this girl and this guy was my idol growing up, and they try to be like these guys, like these entertainers, like these. These Wendy Williams and whatnot. They try to be these people, and that's not truly who they are. And that's how you get. I mean, you hurt a lot of people, and you end up hurting yourself. So as long as you stick to who you truly are, things like this, it becomes damn near impossible for you to get, out it like a guy like Derrick. Like you wouldn't have to make freaking 3, 4, 5 videos in a row saying you sorry, like Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin, no damn well he cursed like that, like he cursed like a goddamn sailor after hearing him curse like that. Damn well he cursed like talking about, I'm sorry. What you sorry for? That ain't the first time we done heard you curse.
Exactly.
So it's like as long as you true to yourself, as long as you true to yourself, everybody know. Look, I'm gonna say this. I'm at my mama's funeral. I cursed in church. All right. It was just an honest mistake, but that's just who I am, and everybody just know that's who I am. And as long as you stay true to yourself, you can never go wrong. Stay true to who you are. That's my part. That's part and shot. That's my after shot.
Okay.
Who's up?
Well,
I can say something.
I feel like they say when you in somebody's house and they get the broom out and they start sweeping around you, you already know you gotta go. So I'm gonna say, LC, I want you to subscribe to my voice.
Hey, I'm not for them. Look, I'm gonna say this for everybody. It starts with your accountability. You have to look at yourself. I don't care what the other person did to you. You have to find out how did you get into that situation, or else you're going to repeat the same thing over and over. Because when you blame others, you never see your own faults. Now, you don't throw away everybody. You know what the person did to you, but you got to recognize how you got in that space. And once you do that, you get back, you heal from yourself, then everything will seem brighter. you will not fall into these same things over and over again. You won't go for the same person because you don't sat back, took the time, and looked at it. Because one thing about it, when your heart get broke, you are going to sit there. You know what I'm saying? You're going to spend a lot of time to yourself, but spend a lot of time thinking about yourself and not the other person. That's why that's how I feel. You know what I mean? And don't listen. Do not listen to everybody. Do not, because they was not in the room with you. They didn't see every single thing. A lot of folks will play their relationship and they playing on your relationship. Hurt people. And people like Derrick Jaxn, he doesn't care. At the end of the day, he don't even care. Like the book. Every single video he has done, the book came up. In the first video, the book came up within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. Yeah. He need that bread.
Yeah.
Work on yourself. Seek therapy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Well, I'm writing a book, but I said it from day one. I've been writing a book since 2015. I'm writing a book. I started that, right, Maggie? Didn't I start my video with that? I was honest about that. It's a fiction book.
Right.
It ain't about my life. My life ain't perfect.
But you're not doing things to be intentional. Like you are. It's honest selling your book.
It's basically a backdrop of who the person is that's writing the book. But it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like I'm not just saying, oh, right. It's about me. That I don't know if I could do that. That's pretty ballsy on his end to do that.
Yeah. All right, okay, Styles, and then me, and we up out of here. And look, I ain't trying to be rude.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet. Y'all motherfuckers need to stop looking at these
short and sweet.
Y'all need to stop looking at these motherfuckers on social media like gods.
Yeah. Yeah.
These, like I said, do not base your life on these people. These people are jacked up in the head, or could be jacked up in the head. My thing is, don't worry about what nobody says. Don't worry about what nobody says about you. Like I said, the most perfect relationship is an imperfect relationship.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm just gonna end it with that.
Okay. Well, on that note, if you are on any other platform other than Lush Exchange YouTube, make sure you go on the Lush Exchange and subscribe to us. We are definitely trying to get to 400. As well as, she said it so quickly, also go to First Alwayz with a Z.
That's that Puerto Rican in her. She talk fast with them.
Subscribe to her as well, and she has amazing interviews. I'm pretty sure she got one lined up for tomorrow because she always has something on Thursdays. So
yeah, I do.
She do. Okay, so follow her as well. You'll see her back probably next month. Yeah. So get familiar with this face. She would definitely be back as well. And and I have an actual interview because this is Women's History Month. Tomorrow with Tori. I'm not going to even pronounce her last name right about now. I'm going to get her name right. Haley or Nick something. She's from The Athletic.
Yeah,
we'll get her name right. I'm going to get it right. But she's a writer for the Atlanta Falcons. And, sports is my biggest thing. That's my thing with Atlanta Falcons Nation. So she's going to be on Atlanta Falcons Nation Thursday at 7 p.m. So tune into that for that interview. I know some people was like, this is not football. Well, we're going back to that tomorrow. So please tune into that. That's going to be amazing. And then what she said about, Lee Smith, she's getting a lot of backlash about it. So I want to bring that up on the show. So tune into that tomorrow night, as well as check out Miss A to B's interview. I think she always broadcasts hers about 11 p.m., I believe. Is it?
Tomorrow, 11 p.m. Yeah, I have a food blogger on from Texas.
Okay. Okay, I love food, so I'm definitely check that out.
Yeah.
But had to clean house, had to get up out of here because we've just been going and going and going. I appreciate you guys, though. Till the next time, people. Peace out. And we out, people.